Hi, it's Brendan Payne again with Century 21 Expert Advisors here in Charleston. And today I want to talk with you a little bit about what you saw in the email, which is 2018 and preparing for the new year through your fourth quarter activities and the business plan that you're going to put together. So you've probably gotten some emails in the past with me giving you some similar topics that we share with our agents. We just, myself and my partner Greg Harrelson, just finished our 2018 objectives for the offices, and within there put together a lot of the coaching topics and the programs that we're going to be talking to our agents on, and wanted to include you in some of that information because it's been a great year. I think most of us would agree it's been a really, really great year. 2017 has offered a ton of opportunities, a ton of opportunity in the Charleston market. But the thing that we recognize too is that a lot of agents still aren't getting what we think that they have available to them in the terms of growing their business. You know, if you think about what's going on in the market, it seems like there is so much opportunity. There's more sales happening, more buyers in the market. Everybody's talking about how great Charleston is, but there's still some times where I think that agents are feeling it's tough to grow. And in this market, then we want to try to bridge those gaps between anywhere where you're wanting to go and how to get there. And so one of the things that we know is 2018, the market is going to change. Now, I'm not predicting what's going to happen in the market. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. None of us do. But I think we can agree on a couple of things. Every year, the market changes in one way or another. Now, it could change because you actually have a change in the marketplace, meaning inventory goes up, supply goes down. You have a crash like 2008. Any of those things actually change the dynamics of the market. That's pretty clear and obvious. And I don't know that anything like that is coming or can't predict it. That's only one way the other that the market can change. A couple other ways that you may not have thought about, but are more likely to impact agents' business are the change that happens because you aren't prepared for what does change in the upcoming market. So what that looks like is when you go into a market that's shifting, whether it's shifting a lot or shifting a little bit, and you're on the backside of the shift, meaning you're not anticipating what could be coming up, you're not anticipating how you're going to grow your business if you can't do exactly what you're doing today and you need to adjust your business strategies. If you don't see those things ahead of time, then the market is going to have an impact on you. The number one way that this impacts agents is because they don't prepare at the end of the year to start the beginning of the year off. So let me unpack that a little bit. We know in this industry, we don't see results immediately after the activities in our business. So whether they're good results or poor results, whether we're doing a lot of deals or our business slows down, it's usually not based on the activities that we just finished up on. Normally what happens is we really, really push for 90 days and we see a result 3 or 4 or 5 months down the road. Or we're feeling really good and maybe we pull back a little bit and we don't see that result, which is the decrease in the business, for 3 or 4 months down the road. So how do you avoid that? We're going into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is the time where you actually have to put some plans in place, be able to get prepared to finish the year, not only finish the year really strong, but that's what positions you to finish or to begin the new year on a path, on a trajectory that's going to actually get you to your goals. So what we're going to be talking about in the fourth quarter with our agents is what are those things that you need to do right now that are going to position you to have the best sales year you can have of your career, and specifically, how do you convert more of your clients? How do you win more of the listings that you're taking? How do you convert more of the buyers? So if you're struggling with, you've gone through a couple times this year where you have had good conversations, maybe even set some buyer appointments, spent time with them, but then found out that they're talking to 2 or 3 other agents and they end up choosing somebody else and writing a contract with them after you've invested time in them. That's part of this process. How do you convert more of them in 2018? How do you get more of the listings that you're spending time researching and making calls and sending follow-ups and spending money on mailers and everything else that you're doing? How do you convert more of them so that you can get a return? We also want to talk about, with everything that you're doing right now, are you positioned in the new year to be able to grow your business based on the systems that you have in place? So are you the agent right now that's struggling to find enough time in the day to be able to add more business, which actually then, it actually keeps you from wanting to go out and do more because you're just going to get busier. So what systems are missing from your business that allow you to actually scale? So if you've wondered, like, how are agents sometimes doing 20, 30, 40, 50 plus transactions when we all have 24 hours in the day, then some of the answers are in the systems that they're being provided, in the systems that they're using or been exposed to that allow them to get more out of the time, and then they're able to actually scale and do more production. And third, answering the question of, if I want to grow my business, do I have to invest a bunch of money? Do I have to hire a bunch of staff? And one of the other questions that we get is, do I have to end up working like 60, 70 hours a week? We've coached some of the highest producing agents, real estate agents in the state of South Carolina right now, and they're not working the most hours. They're not spending the most money on staff, and they're not the most expense-driven agents out there. They're typically very, very profitable, and they're in a business model where they're able to adapt. So when the changes do happen in the market, then they're able to make small shifts in their business to be able to take advantage of the changes and gain more market share. So stay tuned. We're going to share a lot of great information, and I look forward to helping you out in any way we can to make 2017 finish strong for you and set yourself up for the best 2018 sales year that you've had yet. Thanks a lot.